Alright, so this is the Flexrc Nano X. I know this has been seen a bunch when it first came out. I don't know how long ago that was, but I did check YouTube, and I usually do that whenever I go to build a frame that I haven't done. I'll check YouTube just to see how popular it is, and there was quite a few people. Most of the well-known YouTubers did a video on it, so yeah, it was pretty popular. I haven't really seen a ton of people using it lately, but I did notice recently that Beta FPV made one similar to this recently, and everybody's talking about it. I don't recall the name of it, Beta 65 or something like that, brushless. So this is 57 millimeters. So this little guy is freaking tiny, super tiny. I mean, you don't know just how tiny until you have it in person. You're holding it in your hand and you're just like, oh my god. It reminds me of the size of like, it's smaller than an Inductrix. Let me grab, I got one here I'm building. So this is a 66 millimeter Raycon brushless whoop. And look at that. It's smaller than it. And I got one more thing to compare it to here, sitting here, and this is the Bold Clash B05. And look at that, it's smaller than that. And this is supposed to be the smallest, lightest brushless quad, you know. And this thing's smaller than that. And this thing has 1102 motors. DYS 1102 10,000 kV. So this is a 2S quad. 40 millimeter props. So you can see quite a bit bigger than the 31 millimeter props. This is a Jumper X68 or something like that. This guy dropped it off. I'm supposed to be fixing it. I don't know if I'll be able to though. It's kind of a piece of junk. But anyway, so this thing is just awesome. I freaking love this thing. It's so tiny, and it comes with, let me show you. So it has these little pieces like this. If you've seen this quad online, this goes up into this hole right here, and then it comes around and clips into the outside. There's a little lip there. And so this goes on there, and then this part up here, this thing up here connects to it. And so it's basically like a prop protector, you know, it goes around the whole thing. But I would never use this because I didn't build this to fly indoors, really. I mean, I'm sure I will fly it indoors, and it's so light, you know, that like the mass from it flying forward isn't even enough to really do any kind of damage. You'll never guess the weight of this. It's crazy. So on average, these weigh around 25 grams as average. Some are like 27, some are 23. Check this out. And keep in mind, these have 0703 motors. This has 1102. Look at the size difference of the motors. So yeah, check this out. $33 grams. I could have swore it said 32 yesterday. 32, so probably 32 and a half, which is just crazy. This one's like 22, 21, 22, 20, whoa. I really dropped the weight on this thing. It's only 20 grams, that's crazy. Anyway, so yeah, 32 grams. That is a really good weight for something with 1102 motors. That's just crazy. So like I said, the DYS 10,000 kV. This has the Super S stack. I put the ESCs in the bottom. That's kind of what it's made for. It comes with this plate right here, so you can put your ESC in the bottom and then stick this plate over to cover it, and also for how you're going to strap on your battery. I just put a bunch of rubber bands around it, which works really good for holding the battery in. It's got the CM or VM 275T camera, and this mount is the one that you would get if you bought like the Bind and Fly when this came out, but it's just the file's on Thingiverse, so it was printed by somebody else, and it was printed in TPU, which made it really squishy. It's super squishy. I got another one sitting right here. I'm gonna show you this. Look at that. That's how squishy it is. You can just crumple it up into a ball. Pops right back. So I thought that was going to be an issue, but it turned out to be good because it just wraps around everything that's on the flight controller and just screws down tight, so it's in there solid, you know. It's not moving. I mean, it has a little bit of play, but when you're flying, you don't see it. It doesn't like jiggle around or anything. I'm having some more printed out in PLA, so I'll see what works best. But look how close the props are to the mount. I mean, it's just crazy. Not even a millimeter probably on all of them. Well, the back are a little bit more spaced out, but super close. And the props are super close to each other too. Look at that. And on the sides, so it's a perfect X. And it's just awesome. Let me show you how zippy it can be. I might fly it outside today. I don't know. It's not raining, but it's super cold. So yeah, you can just grab the rubber bands, slide it in. You're good to go. This is a Nanotech 300 milliamp hour 2-cell. I have a couple more in this size that I'm trying out. I really like the 400 Lumineer and the 300 Tattoo. I got the 300 Tattoo on this one. It fits in these mounts pretty good. It's a 45C, so I think that's going to be a good battery. I had to cut down the lead pretty short. I took probably 2 or 3 inches off, and it's still long. It's crazy. It was a super long lead. This is long too, the balance lead. I mean, look, why would you want it that long on a battery this small, you know? It's crazy, but I think it's going to be a good battery. And then let's see, this one right here is a really good one. It's super light for 400 milliamp hour. It's just a little bit fatter. I think it's fatter and shorter than the 300. Alright, so let's check it out. I guess it would help if I got my radio out. Alright. So it's not super loud, but it is a little bit louder than some of the other ones. I don't know. You can judge for yourself. But here we go. It's not really that loud. But man, it has so much power. It's just awesome. Ah! Still getting used to doing flips with this radio. But man, this thing just has some power. It's so cool. There you go. The Flexrc Nano X. A beast that'll fit in your pocket. Pretty sweet. Yeah, there you go.